Gather round, and let me tell you of the works of God in my life and the lessons I have learned. I was but a child when my story began. My mother, Hannah, prayed fervently to the Lord for a son, for she was barren and her heart ached with longing. She vowed to God, "If you give me a son, I will dedicate him to you all the days of his life." And so, in his mercy, the Lord answered her prayer, and I was born. True to her promise, when I was weaned, she brought me to the house of the Lord in Shiloh. There she said to Eli the priest, "I prayed for this child, and the Lord has granted me what I asked of him, so now I give him to the Lord." From that day on, I lived in the temple, serving God under Eli's guidance. One night as a boy, I lay in the temple near the ark of God. The lamp of God had not yet gone out. Suddenly I heard a voice calling, "Samuel, Samuel." Thinking it was Eli, I ran to him and said, "Here I am, you called me." But Eli said, "I did not call, go back and lie down." This happened 3 times, and finally Eli understood that it was the Lord calling me. Eli instructed me, "If he calls you again, say, 'Speak, Lord, for your servant is listening.'" So I did. The Lord spoke to me that night, revealing his plans and the judgment that would come upon Eli's household for their sins. From that day, the Lord was with me. I grew, and not a word he spoke through me failed. The people of Israel recognized me as a prophet of the Lord. In time, the people demanded a king to rule over them, saying, "We want to be like the other nations." It grieved me, for I knew they were rejecting God as their king. But the Lord said, "Listen to them, but warn them of what a king will do." So I anointed Saul, a tall and handsome man, as the first king of Israel. Yet Saul did not remain faithful to God. He disobeyed the Lord's commands, and God rejected him as king. The Lord sent me to anoint another, a shepherd boy named David, a man after God's own heart. Through all of this I learned that obedience is better than sacrifice, and that the Lord does not look at outward appearances, but at the heart. My life was dedicated to serving the Lord and guiding his people, though it was not without sorrow. Now I pass this wisdom on to you. Fear the Lord and serve him faithfully with all your heart. Consider what great things he has done for you.